Hey guys, Bird Yugioh here. So today I want to do kind of a quicker deck profile and one that's like super cheap. There's a few like kind of expensive cards in here. They're really not that expensive, but um, yeah, it's just a really fun deck. That is another one that's just really not going to get touched on the ban list for obvious reasons. But yeah, we'll get right into this. Of course, as usual, if you guys need any cards that are seen in this video, check out tcgplayer.com. I do have a link in the comment section and in the description. So without further ado, let's just get right into this. Starting off with Deskbot 001. Definitely just play one of him. You never want to see him in your hand, really. You either want to be special summoning him from the deck or special summoning him by his own effect from the graveyard. Which is if two or more machine type monsters are special summoned at the same time, which is pretty easy with this deck with machine duplication. You can then just special summon this card from your graveyard, and this is your level 1 Earth Tuner. And this card gains 500 attack and defense for each machine type monster you control. And all of the Deskbot monsters, main deck monsters, have 500 attack and 500 defense. So that'll come up obviously with machine duplication, so it's a great deck for playing that card. And then a really good card is Deskbot 002. Now if this card is special summoned, you can add a Deskbot card, just any Deskbot card from your deck to your hand, and all machine type monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense except for this card. So that opens up possibilities too. An easy way of special summoning him is with 003, or really any Deskbot, because this is by far your best normal summon. If you normal summon 003, you can special summon a Deskbot monster from your deck, and then once per turn during either player's turn, you could target a Deskbot you control. It gains 500 attack and defense for each Deskbot card you currently control. So it can be some of your scales or your field spell. So you have a lot of potential attack out of him. He's by far the best card in the deck. And then we have 3004. This one's good, obviously for like rank 4 plays, but besides that, basically if your opponent's trying to attack into this card, he's really never going to be able to be destroyed by battle, basically, because this card battles an opponent's monster. During damage calculation, you can just send a Deskbot monster from your deck to the graveyard, and he'll gain attack and defense equal to that monster's level times 500. So depending on what level Deskbot you send is how much attack he'll gain. And then if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can special summon 2 Deskbots with different levels from your hand and or graveyard in defense position. So he could, again, potentially just open up some really cool combos, but he's more a monster just for getting over whatever you need to get over, basically. Kind of a cool one. And then we have 3 Deskbot 005. He's a high scale, and with the Deskbot pendulum monsters, you can only pendulum summon Deskbot monsters, and that effect can't be negated. The only reason he's good is because he's a level 5 machine, so that allows you to easily go into Nova and then Infinity, which is one of your better opening plays. But also, he opens up some possibilities for combos as well, because when this card is in the pendulum scale and it's destroyed, which you have a number of ways of doing that, you could target a Deskbot monster in your graveyard and special summon it. And then he also, when he's normal or special summoned, you just target a spell and trap on the field and destroy it. So he's got a few cool effects. We play 2006. Not as good. He's your one of your low scales. If he is normal or special summoned, target a monster on the field and change its battle position. Comes up every now and then. But then if this card in the pendulum zone is destroyed, you can target a Deskbot card in your graveyard and add that to your hand. So instead of special summoning it, you add it to your hand. So he's obviously not as good as 005, but he's still decent enough to play. And then just 1007. Monsters your opponent controls cannot target Deskbots for attacks except for this one. and then he can inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. And then 1008. Now this one, your opponent cannot target face-up Deskbot cards with card effects except for this card. So again, a little bit of a protection there. And then this card can make 2 attacks on monsters during the battle phase. And then the last Deskbot monster we're playing is 2009. Main reason for that being he is your main way of just easily being able to OTK. He's the best way to do it. So if you have like 003 and machine duplication, you pretty much have an OTK right there. If you're special summoning that Deskbot 009 off of that 003, pretty cool. But he'll gain attack equal to the combined attack of all Deskbot monsters you currently control. And then with Deskbot 003's effect, you can just boost him up to like 13,000, 14,000 attack. And if this card battles, your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated until the end of the damage step. And then if this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy one Deskbot card you control instead. So he's got a lot of ways of just being able to push that damage through. Really, really nice card. And then the last 3 cards, just a generic Hand Trap, and Ash Blossom just does that for us. So that is it for the monsters. Play whatever you want for hand traps, even Cyframe Gear Gamma, Driver, those are really nice cards. And then for the spells, 3 Deskbot base. Now this does clash with machine duplication, so you want to be careful there. But otherwise, it is just a good card to have for just boosting your attack of your Deskbot monsters. All Deskbots on the field gain 500 attack and defense. And then you can also reveal any number of Deskbot cards in your hand, shuffle them to the deck, and then draw the same number of cards. This last effect you're more than likely never going to get off, but you can banish 9 Deskbot cards with different names from your field and or graveyard, shuffle them, and then shuffle all cards from your opponent's hand, field, and graveyard into the deck. So yeah, if you can get that off, obviously that's killer, but we are playing, by far the best card to open with is Machine Duplication. As I said, all of your Deskbots have 500 attack and defense, so you have a lot of targets for Machine Duplication. Obviously, your main ones are going to be 5, 4, 3, and 2, because those are the ones you play 3 of. So yeah, just an absolutely amazing card for this deck specifically. And then another one that's should be kind of a no-brainer, limiter removal. You're already gaining attack and defense with all of your monster effects that you're doing, so just doubling them all, during the battle phase or whenever you want to is just usually going to help you win the game. Called by the Grave, because we want that 003 effect to go off. We don't want Ash Blossom to hit it or Effect Veiler. So that's Called by the Graves mostly to protect our 003, or even like our search effect off of 002. And then for draw power, Pot Desires. Again, this is another deck where our most important cards we're playing 3 of, so Pot Desires is really nice. Upstart Goblin, just getting that extra card can sometimes win you the game. Monster Reborn, summon back whatever from the grave. And then Foolish Burial, really the only one you want in there is 001, just to potentially be able to, summon him for free if you have Machine Duplication. So it's just a really nice card to have. And that is it for the main deck. 40 cards, of course, plus the Upstart. 40 cards including the Upstart. So, and then extra deck, a really cool one is Cleafort Genius. Now, this card is unaffected by spell and trap effects and the activated effects of other Link monsters. But the main reason we're playing him is if 2 monsters are special summoned at the same time to zones this card points to, you can add a level 5 or higher machine type monster from your deck to your hand. So, if you have Machine Duplication plus him, special summon to the zone, you could add any of your high-level Deskbots, and then, you know, hopefully if you have like a 001 engraved, you can special summon him for free. So yeah, Genius just opens up some cool stuff. Platinum Gadget, same kind of thing. You're going to be able to special summon one of your level 4 or lower machine type monsters to your hand to a zone he points to, so that's kind of nice. Mrs. Radiant, again, just boosting the attack by 500 attack and defense of all your Earth monsters, which is your entire Deskbot monster collection. And then Phoenix for getting rid of spells and traps, and Unicorn for just shuffling a card on the field into the deck. And then with 001, you're able to easily go into synchro summoning. So we just basically filled our extra deck with options for that. So Herald of the Arclight is nice. If you just open, you know, 003, normal summon, you can special summon the 1, and then go into Herald of the Arclight, and just have something on board. You can negate a spell, trap, or monster effect. And then any monster sent from the hand or main deck to the graveyard is banished instead. So that comes up sometimes. And then by far, one of your best opening plays is to be able to make a Naturia Beast. And obviously that's with a 004 and your 001. You know, you'd be able to go into Nat Beast, which is an amazing, amazing card. And then R6, I went with Barkion. I feel like there's just as many decks playing traps as there are, you know, spells. So Barkion is sometimes pretty cool for, obviously, those trap-heavy decks. Black Rose Dragon is our 7 for just blowing up the board. Omega is our 8. Our level 9, I went with Ravenous Crocodragon. You could also do Trishula, but I wanted him because he does just require 2 monsters, whereas so just 1 tuner and 1 non-tuner, or more. But Trishula has to have 2 non-tuners, so I thought just having him as a potential option is kind of nice. And then our 10 is the Deskbot Jet. It's another one that can open up a lot of combo plays, because with his effect, you can target a Deskbot card you control, destroy it, and then special summon a Deskbot monster from your deck. So if you're destroying something like a 005 in your scale, you'll be able to special summon one from the grave off of his effect, because he's destroyed, and then plus special summon one from the deck. So Deskbot Jet's pretty cool. And then our final 3 cards, Gear Gigant X. It's about the only rank 4 I ever want to make most of the time. You're just going to be adding a level 4 or lower machine type from your deck to your hand. And then our rank 5 is Nova to go into Infinity. So basically, going first, you want to kind of make either a Naturia Beast or a Cyber Dragon Infinity, if you can. And then going second, you can pretty much just go for an OTK with the help of like 009 or limiter removal. So a lot of cool stuff you can do with this deck. Try it out. It's super cheap and super fun, of course. So yeah, hope you guys liked it, and we'll catch you on the next one.